Basic examples! Okay, today we're going to be talking about how to work with units. This is sort of an overview. I'm going to go into more detail in a little bit with the individual topics. So, working with units. There are basically two different things that we do with numbers that have units. We either add them or we multiply them. Turns out that subtraction is just another kind of addition. It's like the opposite of addition, so it's sort of the same sort of thing as addition. Similarly, division and multiplication are basically the same, two sides of the same coin. So adding is the same as subtracting, multiplying is the same as dividing, so we break these down into basic categories. Are you adding, subtracting, or are you multiplying and dividing? Now, there's three ways that these operations can be combined, and each one has its own rules. Okay, so let's say we just add and subtract things. If we just add and subtract things, that means we're adding and subtracting things that were added and subtracted. Or maybe we multiply and divide things that were multiplied and divided. Or maybe we have a combination of it. We're adding and subtracting things that were multiplied and divided, or we multiply and divide things that were added and subtracted. Okay, what are the results? Well, if you're just adding and subtracting things, you're going to end up with like long lists of things. You keep adding the stuff up. You add 3 apples and 2 pears, you get 3 apples and 2 pears. It's almost like a store inventory. You have long things. Or maybe in algebra, x squared plus x, you can't add these things. So, you just have 3x squared plus 7x minus 2. You get lists of things. You get polynomials. What is the rule? The rule is you can only add and subtract things that have exactly the same units. That rule works in this situation completely. There's going to be a video on that. Let's say you're only multiplying and dividing. Well, then you get fractions. The stuff up top is the stuff multiplied. The stuff down below is the stuff divided. They're opposites of each other. So what is the rule? You want to multiply these things together. You just mash everything together. If you have something up top and something down below, you can cancel them out. I'll make a video for that as well. Finally, we have both addition, subtraction, and multiplication, division at the same time, and this literally in mathematics is called a complex situation. More specifically, we're going to have videos about what happens when you multiply things that were added. X plus 4 is stuff that is added, x squared plus 5x minus 1, stuff that's added and subtracted. When you multiply them, well, we're going to have to combine everything with everything. It's going to get kind of complicated. Or what if we have some of these fractions and we want to add them or we want to subtract them? It gets messy. And the rule there is you got to work carefully, and you have to accept the fact that your answers might be big, complicated things. And sometimes that is the best answer. And that is enough for today.